episodio de hoy se titula Muy tranquila en su casa. ¿Qué fue? ¿Qué? Señores, usted está muy tranquilo en su casa. And what is the menu today, Pop?
Well, it's kind of leftovers. We got some leftover salmon.
Mm-hmm.
We got some leftover beans, black beans.
Mm-hmm.
I'm making some rice.
Cooked by me.
Oh, I got to doctor them up. Trust me, I got to reconstitute them. That's another one of my efforts. And then I'm gonna take the salmon. Okay, you can't see it, but it's in here. It's in here. Okay, in here. It was broiled salmon. And what I'm gonna do in this foil, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna steam it in here to heat it up. Okay, so that's part of the strategy.
Are we gonna have salad?
Yeah.
Okay.
That comes later. You got to cook the rice first. Rice is the
one that takes.
Yeah.
Okay. But Papa, what's and the talk of the day today is been our nunca bien ponderado award Emmy award nominated and awarded an Emmy for his I don't know what, but he was awarded an Emmy. Andrew Cuomo. Yeah. That's the guy of the day.
Governor of New York. Yeah.
Take it away, Papa.
Well, what's there to say? I mean, he looks to me to be kind of a serial predator. I mean, really. I mean, he's like one of these guys who has a issue, wants to dominate women, wants to try to get in their pants. I mean, he's got, different little code words he tries to do, and touching in certain ways. Oh, baby, I mean, all that, you can't do that. I mean, but he's been doing it a long time. I mean, 11 women, okay, have over a long period of time have complained about this stuff, and that's just, I mean, he's not, his political career is destroyed, okay? He's done. He's done.
And why, Papa?
But he doesn't want to admit that.
But why, Papa, will you say it will take such a long time just for this to come out the light? Is this a timing? Is this something? Because this is not new. And we knew about all of these allegations. And the Me Too movement and the womanazis, they knew about it, but they just turned a blind eye.
Well, I think you had to complete the investigation. Obviously, the mainstream media turned a blind eye to that and tried to, see if it would go away. But I got to give the credit to the New York Attorney General, who conducted the investigation, hired outside counsel, independent counsel, which is important, and came up with the evidence. I mean, it looks pretty clear to me.
Whatever her motivation could be, but.
Well, yeah. I mean, she could be, laying the groundwork to run for governor herself. So.
Yeah. So we don't really care. What we care right now is the follow. We have a governor of New York who's the darling of the media and everybody around it, who claimed to be the best handler of the COVID situation. And that's why he was given all this accolade. And that's why he could do no wrong. And that's why he had the same staff that was working for him, probably the ones that él le está metiendo la mano, have them working in that big bestseller that he was writing and using our taxpayers' money to do the runnings about. But who am I to say anything like that? I mean, that happens in Miami too. But isn't that?
Don't forget. I mean, even President Biden has called for his resignation. So the Democrats are going to be against him.
President Biden had called for his resignation.
And Nancy Pelosi too.
Nancy Pelosi have called. You know what they're doing? It's one for the team. What's the name of that guy that was grabbing this woman and doing in a picture from way back when. He's from Minnesota. Papa, I have a picture with him when we went for the what did we do for Walter Mandel, and he was there. He's from Minnesota. He was a comedian, and he had to take one for the team. Everybody turned their back on him, and he had to resign. Well, one of those guys. I don't remember his name, but you know, maybe what's happening right now is that Cuomo is just taking one for the team. That's why they are burying him in this. But mind you, Cuomo has said, I'm not going anywhere. I applaud him for that. Quédate ahí, Cuomo. Don't resign. No renuncie. Because what? Now you're going to resign and you're going to go. You're going to resign and you're going to continue with all your pensions and all your benefits. And it's going to go in the books like you just left the position and that's it. No. Stay there. Que se lo coman ripiao. One of you guys in the media and all of that saying that he was the best thing since Coca-Cola. Pues que se lo coman ripiao. Que se quede ahí, Cuomo. Que se quede ahí. And then the public can just rip it in. ¿Cómo tú dices, Papa? Torn it and feather him.
You're talking about Al Franken, the senator from Minnesota.
I know something with that.
He was caught. There was a photograph of him like doing this to some girl who was sleeping on a flight, you know, to do something. It was a
submarine or something having to do with that. It was funny at the time, but it was not funny, no more, when he got caught. So let's go back to Cuomo. Cuomo has a brother named, what's the name of the guy in The Godfather, the guy who didn't do anything right never? Fredo.
Yeah.
They call him Fredo, but his name is Chris Cuomo. And he is the darling of CNN. He refused to cover this news because it involved his brother. But not only he refused to cover like, you know, a brother who loves his brother, he is. No. Andrew Cuomo sent him like a memorandum, like he was planning to release that. That's my beans.
Yeah, I gotta fix them.
Okay, he was planning to. I made the beans yesterday.
No, 2 days ago.
Bueno, pero he's been altering it, and
they
need
doctoring.
They didn't need any doctoring. Okay, they need a blessing, and the blessing was some sazon Goya, and we didn't have it.
Mm-mm.
Oh, you put that? It didn't have salsa either. We didn't have salsa. Yo estaba buscando salsa de tomate o pasta de tomate. I couldn't find it. Okay, because we are in the mountain. Aren't we, Papa?
That was I don't want to hear excuses. No excuses.
Sí, está bien. Pero oye, what happened? Andrew Cuomo sent a letter to his brother, Chris Cuomo. So he will like, how does it look if I release this statement, throwing all these women under the bus?
No. Let's look at the reality of the situation.
Yeah.
So this whole thing came out in February, right? Mm-hmm. So the Cuomo team, including the governor and his staff members, had like a crisis management meeting trying to figure out, well, how do we message this so that it doesn't result in my needing to resign? And in that conversation, they roped in, or maybe he volunteered, was Chris Cuomo, who's the lead anchor at CNN. Mm-hmm. And look, they've been brothers. If anybody knows the propensity of Andrew Cuomo to be a womanizer or creating this what's called a hostile work environment, mm-hmm. And make women uncomfortable, it would be his own brother, Chris Cuomo, would know that. Okay. And it's obvious that that's the kind of guy that he is, so Chris Cuomo knew that. But what Chris Cuomo did, instead of counseling his brother to get some help, go to counseling, admit to this stuff, make it clean, break new ground, become, reformed. Instead of doing that, you know what he did? He writes him like a script on how to get out of it. He wants to write a script on how he can get out of it. I mean, that's not good. I mean, that's just as bad as Andrew. in my book. I mean, come on, he becomes complicit.
He's complicit.
He's complicit in this scheme to cover up and put it up, slide it, sweep it under the rug, so that maybe it'll go away, But
that is covering it up. And then what the media is gonna do? Nothing. Nothing is gonna happen. But you know what the funny thing about this is, Papa? Even if Cuomo is impeached, everybody's turning the back on him, so there's no way out of it. Even if he's impeached or resigned, whatever it is, he's gonna go down in history as the governor who was so great for New York, who did everything right for New York, but he was some sort of a Kennedy type, like John F. Kennedy. A guy who has, the next thing you're going to find out is he's going to go to sex rehab because he had an illness, and then they're going to applaud him.
Well, let's put this, set this straight, okay? He was angling to run for president either in 2024 or 2028. Biden is probably not going to run for re-election, I would say. So he was
almost 63.
Yeah, he's 63. So he was, he's primed to run for president. He's got to run for president in 2024 or 2028 at the latest, okay? So he's, seeing this as the destruction of his political career, which, frankly it is. So he's trying to wiggle his way out in any way that he can. And the statement that he put out today was, ridiculous, okay? I mean, I'm a lawyer. I've handled Title VII cases, many cases, involving sexual harassment at work and so forth. And the hostile work environment is very easy to prove, okay? And he's going to get civil suits. They're going to sue his ass off. And they can get attorney's fees, okay, if they're successful. So these 11 women, I don't know how many of them have good cases, but, they can sue his butt, and he's going to be in trouble. But, he should have just admitted to it in February and got it out of the way. But I disagree with Myra. I don't think he's going to be remembered as a hero in the COVID crisis. I think he's going to be remembered as a sexual predator and probably more for how he messed up the rest home. The people who died in those rest homes in New York,
There you go.
But the story. Look. The story of COVID is not yet completely written. There's another chapter. Okay.
Okay.
You look at Ron DeSantis in Florida. Okay. Who's taken an entirely different approach than Cuomo. And the media is going to come after DeSantis. They're going to come after him like wolves going after a little sheep lying up with a broken leg in the field, okay?
Yeah.
They're going to go after him like you've never seen.
They wish the situation was reversed and was DeSantis the one who would have been taking the cookies out of the cookie jar.
Some of those reporters are hoping that people die in Florida so they can nail DeSantis.
Exactly.
That's the kind of mentality.
Exactly, because that's one of the things, Papa. While all of this is happening, while they discover that Cuomo was negligent at best, just to put it lightly, okay? Not to say he was a freaking genocide, was negligent at best just to order all this elderly after we have a little bit of information. And even if we didn't have any information, you don't want to bring the old people who are sick into the nursing home. You don't need to be an expert. You don't need to be Jerome or the Attorney General just to know, wait a second, let's just quarantine the sick, not bringing him into the nursing home when the most vulnerable, según they said, were residing. But no, that has not come out like if it was a big deal. Nothing at all. And he gets an award because of the amount of bullshit that he said every day on TV while the 2020 pandemic was going on.
Now, I grilled steaks the other night, but I had this one left over, so we're gonna fry this tonight. It's already been seasoned, as you can see.
Yeah,
and then we're gonna have that. It's gonna be like a surf and turf. We're gonna make a salad on it. I'm not giving away my secrets.
Yeah, okay. I know them all. I taught all the secrets, right, Papa? Huh?
Have you got a red onion, or you got to cut this one?
For what am I gonna do with it?
Huh? For the salad.
Ah, wait. Oh, we have a little bit.
You got time. You got time.
Okay. Bueno, señores. It was just I could not stay silent without going on today and express my deepest regret because Cuomo is not gonna stay there. Yeah. Why will he be taken out of his position just because él le metió mano a otra mujer? Come on. That is what broke the camel's back. What about the elderly women that él le metió mano dejándola que se mueran en el nursing home? What about that? No. Eso es lo que me carga la paciencia. ¿Entiendes? Eso es lo que me carga. Entonces lo van a tirar bajo la guagua. Porque le metió mano a una cuanta mujer empezando del 2000 para qué sé yo qué, para qué sé yo cuánto. Cuando that was, politics, that was the scene. You remember Bill Clinton? You don't? Nobody remembers him, right? You remember Elsie Hastings? Was Elsie Hastings?
Elsie Hastings, yeah, Congressman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Well, may he rest in peace.
He died, that mother. He died?
Yeah, he passed away. He got cancer.
No me joda la paciencia. And we ended up paying for the civil sexual harassment suit. Huh? We end up, yeah, we did. When this Cuomo, he doesn't leave the position, he gets sued. Who do you think is going to pay to represent him? It's our taxpayers' money, isn't it?
No, New York.
Well, New York. Okay? There you go. And now that we passed that page, señores, have you received an invitation? Anybody in Liberty City, little Haiti, Lemon City, in the slum of Chicago, have any of you received an invitation for yours truly, Obama's 60th birthday bash? Who's gonna take place where? We are all in this together, so we should be dancing together. And Davis Island, what is the name of the Devil's Island where he lives? What is the Devil's Island?
I have no idea.
Davis Island, I don't know, Martha's Vineyard, I don't know where the heck he lives, but there's gonna be 700 people. If you didn't receive your invitation right by now, it's because you are not white enough to be at that party, or maybe you are not light-skinned enough to be at that party.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, Papa. 500 people, like 700 people, but 300 are VIP, and 200 are just peasants, and the rest are just servants. You could be at the home, or we are all in this together, birthday party. Maybe you're there.
Well, all I'm going to say is
But you enter through the back door and be of service.
Ron DeSantis is another guy who has political ambitions to be president in 2024.
Because we won him.
So, yeah, I think, how this COVID thing works out in Florida is going to largely determine his viability, both for re-election in 2022. He's got to run for re-election in 2022, and his presidential bid. So he better get his stuff together with this COVID thing.
But what stuff together, Papa? What stuff together?
He's got to be able to deal with the media hustle and all the other stuff. He's got to be tough. He's got to be right. Okay.
He's doing it right, Papa. It's not the media. They can go fly a kite. If you are paying attention to what is being put in front of your eyes, at least you're gonna make a determination within your own two eyes and your own two ears on your little brain, and you're gonna see that you should be busting people's balls because they don't want to have the vaccine. No. You see, even O.J. Simpson had the audacity to come on TV, or I don't know where they're airing that, saying, come on, get the shot. Yeah, O.J. Simpson, you know one thing or two about shots, don't you? Is that what you told your wife, Nicole Simpson, to get the shot and she got it? Give me a break.
He didn't shoot her, he stabbed her. Okay, let's get that straight. It was a knife.
Oh, it was a knife.
Yeah.
It was with
She
a knife.
slit their throats.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, so now he can go ahead and tell us what to do because he is the icon of morality and, the people that we have to follow, which is O.J. Simpson. It gets to that point. People like that scoria, that garbage of human being is telling us what to do? How about you don't kill your own wife? How about that? For telling somebody what to do. You're going to tell me that I have to stop my arm when you stop your wife? Stop, right? Your wife? Give me a break. And now, people, there was somebody who got COVID-19, variants or whatever, after the vaccine. You understand? You know how many people have died from the vaccine in the last 3 days? You don't, right? I do. But let me tell you something else. That's not the reason I don't take the vaccine. It's something even smaller than that. Something even less reasonable than that. It is because no me da la puta gana. No me da la puta gana. And you know what the good thing about that is nobody can force me because I am my own employer. You understand? I work for me, which means nobody can go out try to force people into get me out of nothing. Because you know what happened when I get out of something? People get bored. Yeah. They have nothing to listen to, nothing to do, nobody to go and bust their nose. Yeah, because that's what happened. Even I am whispering. Yeah. Remember that guy who was whispering? And he thinks he's the president. Even he is turning his back on woman. Pero de todas maneras, señores, that was just a short episode. And you know what? We are congratulating the runners who are bringing the medals back home to the United States of America, my friend. United States of America. But Papa is saying that he doesn't understand how the Chinese are getting so many medals. I don't see it. I haven't seen it. I barely see two things or the other.
The coverage in the Olympics it's like on 6 different channels. You watch golf on one channel, running on one channel. You got gymnastics on another channel. It's ridiculous. It's like NBC doesn't know what the heck they're doing. And the other thing is, all you're watching, they hand pick what you watch. Okay, so you're watching just because it all happened yesterday. Okay, and they're broadcasting it now. So it's not very fulfilling. I mean, I would like to see these Chinese people who are winning all these medals. I haven't seen any Chinese win any medals except that in the gymnastics when they got the gold and the silver with what's her name? Biles, yeah. Those are the only Chinese they showed, and that's because Biles was there. I mean, how do the Chinese get all these gold medals? What are they getting gold medals in? Badminton, probably. Okay, but what else? I want to see it.
Volleyball.
I can't see it. No, I don't think they're good volleyball players. But badminton, I think they won.
Yeah, but what about bocce?
Huh? It's not badminton. It's called something else in the Olympics.
Racquetball?
No, shuttlecock. That's what it's called.
What?
Shuttlecock.
No,
shuttlecock. It's a little thing you hit it over. It's fun to watch.
Ah.
You got these guys. They look like kids. It's a little thing with like a feather thing on it.
Oh, it's like badminton then.
Yeah, but they call it shuttlecock.
Yeah, right. Well, they don't know what cock is, right?
Well, no, that's just the name of the sport. I'm not making any sexual innuendos like Governor Cuomo.
That's right.
Okay, but Governor Cuomo would have used that as a harassment.
It's like, you want to play some battlecock? What is it?
Shuttlecock.
Shuttlecock?
Let's do a little. How would you like to do a little shuttlecock diplomacy? No, I was trying to imitate what Governor Cuomo would do. Yeah.
But you know what the other thing is, Papa? There is a lady called Tanji Mu, I think it is. She's from Sudan. She's darker.
She's American. her parents.
No, bueno, pero
She's like a third or second generation
Sudanese. She had that American flag hugging
right.
her.
Gold medal.
We got the gold medal and the silver medal. And they have the American flag just hugging them. You see? You see what it is to be thankful for what we have? No, like those rapingas, like that, the how you call that, the football or the whatever, balompié, what is that? La rapinga, papa, the one that they plays soccer.
No. Well, yeah, but then they got the other one who's got the hammer throw. She's the other protester.
Yeah, but and then they show that crap. But the thing is that she was sprinting there. And she got the gold medal. Yeah. So I'm telling you, these girls, they didn't even sweat. Not even sweating, right, Papa?
They're good athletes.
Woo! Woo! They were.
That was an 800-meter final.
Well, yeah. So congratulations to, I think, Moo and the other girl. They both silver, gold and silver medal. So that's the way to do it.
Okay,
Bring back.
That's the thing.
Okay, bueno.
You gotta set the table.
All right. So el episodio de hoy se tituló Muy tranquila en su casa. We covered a lot of ground. We covered Cuomo. We covered the Olympics. We covered our great Ron DeSantis governor. And as usual, we are the Trumpers, my friend. And we'll keep on trumping till the end. We are the Trumpers. We